A female gym member at a Gold's Gym in Los Angeles, California has gone viral after she confronted a biological man who identifies as a woman in the women's locker room. And just wait until you guys see how Gold's Gym responded to this, and just wait until you guys see what this woman looks like.
Gold's Gym! Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room. And that's why I'm getting kicked out. And I want to make sure the girls know. The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room. No one's saying shit. And I'm fucking done with it. It's fucking stupid. It's dangerous. Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room. And that goes to...
But anyway, you guys saw the clip. You guys heard that? She gets terminated? You guys are allowing a whole man in the damn locker room and she gets terminated? Now, I get it, right? When you go to these private establishments, they can run it however they see fit. Like, at the very worst, she should have just been sent home. But to terminate her membership is insane. Like, the LGBTQIA, you guys have way too much fucking power. You guys do. You know, and I don't have nothing against trans people. You want to do what you want to do, I'm cool with it. But what the fuck? So you telling me that females, I'm not just talking about grown women, we talk about teenage girls too. You guys are okay with them being in there with men with their penises out? Most of these trans women, they still be having dicks. Like, what the man? But anyway, let me show you guys what this woman looks like. Now, look at this, right? Before I even play the clip, this is what this woman looks like. Now, does this look like a woman to you? Does this look like a woman to you? This looks like, you can see he's a man. He looks like he just put on earrings and said, you know what, I'm a woman now. So if I put on some fucking earrings and go into a Gold's Gym, I could go to the women's locker room with my penis. I could just stroll in there with dick on hard. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to, I identify as a woman. My dick and my pants doing a Nazi salute, looking at all these nice looking women walking around the locker room. They supposed to be comfortable with that. At this point, we might as well just have unisex locker rooms. What's the point in separating them? You let men in them anyway. And this is not about disrespecting trans women as not being actual women. If you guys, all right, look, right? If you guys are going to do this, you should at least get the surgery before you can be recognized as an official woman. You got to make some kind of compromise. Like, you people who identify as women and then expect people to respect you as such, you guys can't be walking around with a penis. That's fucking insanity. But anyway, we're going to play this clip of the gym goers confronting this guy.
How are you? Did you tell me or not that
this woman, my bad.
women like to see dick?
I'm the guy asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
I understand.
I'm not causing.
How are you?
What the Yo, like I said, he looks like a man. He looks like a fucking dude. He doesn't look like a woman at all. He doesn't have breasts. Nothing. He looks like a dude. He just looks like he just put on earrings. And then he just strolls into the females' locker room. This is insane. This is fucking insanity. Like I said, man, I have nothing against the Alphabet Mafia. I don't. I respect everybody. I'm a live and let live kind of guy, but this is fucking insane. He looks like a goddamn man. Look at him. So you want me to look at him and be like, that's a her? All right, fine. I will play along. I will call you whatever you want me to call you out of respect for your choices. But you should not be allowed to walk into a female's locker room. Especially if you have a fucking penis. I'm going to buy some earrings and I'm going to walk into a female's locker room and they can't kick me out because I identify as a trans person. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, this is the video of the woman, you know, just expressing herself. Let's get into this. Jesus Christ.
I just had the worst experience ever at the gym, at Gold's Gym, and I think this is probably happening at gyms across America.
It is.
We're like, trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really care.
And I'm sorry, hold on, I'm gonna get back to this. But, and you heard him say the last time that this happened, so this is a reoccurring thing with this dude. I mean, this woman. Fuck. Let's let this finish.
About how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turned around and there's a man there. In boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed the sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right? So the girls are walking in and they're seeing the commotion and they actually chime in and say, yo, I don't know why he's in here. He's not supposed to be in here. And then I talk to the people that work at Gold's Gym and they don't really have anything to do. They just like, oh, we can file a report about it, incident report. What the fuck is going on? Like, listen, how can you say you're a woman or you want to be a woman and you don't care how women feel? That's nothing more manly than not giving a fuck about how women feel, I'd like to think. And I get it, like, everybody has their own things, and I don't want to say that I know everything about gay rights or trans rights. I'm a lesbian. I've been a lesbian my whole life. I treat people how I want to be treated regardless of whatever their sexual orientation is or whatever they decide. So I'm not transphobic, and I'm not homophobic. I'm not straightophobic. I'm not racist. None of these things. I just believe in treating people how I want to be treated. Why do you guys think it's okay for men to be in the women's restroom? And like, when is the cutoff point? Is it like, oh, you cut off your penis, you can come in here? Why aren't women making the laws? And if you really want to fucking be safe and feel good, why don't we just make trans restrooms? Because it ain't right. The way I feel right now. And don't come into my comments about he gay, he ain't looking at you. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's about a feeling, yo. Like, if you never been a little girl who been touched or been through some shit, you won't understand that feeling. And you've never been a little girl.
Anyway, I agree with everything she just said. You know, everything she said was totally spot on. You know, I feel the same way she does. You know, and for all you Alphabet Mafia people, she's one of yours. You can't. What you gonna call her a bigot? You gonna call her transphobic? Because she's one of you. But anyway, the man wasn't even dressed like a woman. He was dressed like a man. Like, this is fucking insanity. And like, me personally, right? I have a daughter, right? And if my daughter is in the bathroom and there's a man in there, either he's not going in that motherfucker until she comes out, or she's gonna have to wait until he come out. I'm not letting my daughter be in no fucking bathroom with no big grown ass man. Man, you shitting me. Yo, Gold's Gym, you guys gotta do better, man. Yeah, You guys claim y'all care about women. All these places claim they care about women, but they allow shit like this. And like I said, man, I have nothing against trans people. Let them have their own space, right? That's a suggestion. Let them have their own space since they want to identify as whatever they want. If you guys feel that passionate about the trans community, right, and stuff like that, let them have their own space so they can be comfortable. Because there's no fucking reason why a grown-ass man should be in a woman's locker room, in a woman's bathroom with a fucking penis. Because had that been a normal man, his ass would have been in jail. But since he identified as a woman, he gets the free pass to be a fucking creep. Are you fucking shitting me? And I don't want to hear, oh, he gay, he ain't looking out. Bullshit. I want to hear that shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Them dudes be in there. I've heard stories about these trans women. They be in these women's locker rooms and they get erections. Our shit don't stand up unless we are aroused in some way. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I don't want to hear it. But anyway, before I close this out, this is Gold's Gym. They have a transgender participation policy that allows men to be in women's competitions, to be in women's spaces. So, you know, if I'm being honest, right, legally, she can't do nothing about any of this, right? She can't, legally they are in their rights to allow this man, woman, trans person, whatever, to be in women's spaces. They are legally allowed to do it. They have it in black and white. And when you sign up for their gym, these are the terms that you are agreeing to. So, being fair, if you guys don't like it, just don't go to the Gold's Gym. That's the only advice I can give. Any place that allows this, in my opinion, just don't go. I wouldn't have my daughter in no locker room if I knew there was a man in there. I just wouldn't. I just don't feel comfortable. Now, being honest, is there a high chance that this person might try something with my child? No. Because one, I'll kill him, but I'm not going to try to paint the picture like trans people are creeps. It's not the energy. That's not what I'm saying. But it's about respect. You get what I mean? It just doesn't make no sense. Like I said, I, as a regular man, wouldn't go to a girl's bathroom or to a girl's locker room. And with all due respect to trans people and y'all choices, right, you are no different than me other than you dressing a certain way. Now, the trans people who get the surgeries and they go out, they do the thing, all right, cool. Right? In my opinion, I can understand that. But for these trans people who don't get no surgeries, they just dress up in women's clothes and wear a little lip gloss, and then all of a sudden they're a woman, bullshit. That's bullshit.